You don't need a perfect routine or several hours a day to succeed. Just 10 minutes daily can compound into massive results. Most people try to change too much at once, or they commit too much of their time, and that's why they end up quitting in the long run. What actually works is a simple daily streak. If you can spare only 10 minutes, I'll show you the approach that turns small actions into big wins. Number 1, pick only one thing that you're going to maximize. Where most people fail at the very beginning is they try to take on too many things at once, or they try to do it for an unrealistic amount of time. The trick is to keep it as simple as possible. Pick one habit and try to do it for 10 minutes a day. The next big mistake that people make is they just pick any habit. This is where you want to take your time and really examine your life. You want to pick the one area that you can improve the most, and that's going to have the most impact on your life. You want it to have a domino effect to where when you do this task, it's going to improve multiple areas of your life, and you're going to have massive results for the least amount of time put in. For me, it was reading self-growth books for 10 minutes a day. It was really able to change my mindset from a negative one to a positive one. Once it was positive, I was able to gain a lot of momentum, and I started to be a lot more productive with my life. And once that domino dropped, everything else followed. Number 2, the action you choose has to be doable in 10 minutes. Done or not done, there is no gray zone. For example, it can be as easy as committing to 1 cold call outreach for your business, 10 minutes of an exercise routine, 10 minutes of audio learning on the topic that's most important to you, or 10 minutes of meditation. Now you might be wondering if this method is effective at all, so let me give you some crazy statistics. If you choose one skill and you become 1% better every day, after a year, you will become 37 times better than you originally were. If you accomplish that, you will be better than 99% of other people in that field, all in the span of 1 year or less. Another crazy statistic, if you compare somebody that tries to do a habit daily versus somebody that tries to do that same habit for a longer period of time, several times a week, the person that does the habit daily is 80% more likely to stick to that habit for the long run. Think about what that really means. If you are able to commit to small actions repeated consistently, your life can become infinitely better. Number 3, to really lock it in for the long run, make sure you're recording it. Date, check mark, and done. And make sure you follow one simple rule: never miss twice. If you aren't able to do it one day, make sure you do not miss it the next day. Even if you only have 5 minutes, make sure you get it done. Here are 3 guardrails to make sure you stick to the habit once you've started. Make it social. Join a community or make a deal with a friend or a partner. Make sure to consistently challenge each other, check up on each other, and hold each other accountable. Be flexible. Done is better than perfect. Some days you're not going to be able to commit the full 10 minutes. On those days, you can try to do 5. It's better to do something than nothing. Stack it. Try to tie your habit into something you're already doing every day. For example, when you get up and you're getting ready to go to work, brushing your teeth and taking a shower, try to listen to some audio content that's going to make you better. Not too long ago, I was struggling. I was in a really dark place, my mindset was really negative, and I wasn't really doing anything to feed my mind, body, or soul. Then I stumbled upon the 1% better 10-minute rule. I really examined my life and tried to figure out the one area that would have the most impact. And I figured out that if I could change my mindset from negative to positive, it would make all the difference in the world. So I started reading self-growth books. At first, I could see minor changes, but slowly it became like a domino effect with a huge improvement for the better. As I read more books, my mindset shifted to a positive one, and I started to become more motivated to do things to improve my situation. I became more clear, I had more energy, and I started to be more productive with my time. I started to see the world in a different way. And the more positivity I put in my mind, the more happy and more productive I became. As I was able to consistently stick with it and utilize all the guardrails, I began to notice that in a short amount of time, my life had changed for the better. Number 4. Once your 10-minute streak becomes automatic and you don't miss, try to improve upon it. Try to see if you can get more done in the same amount of time. For example, measure how much you're able to read in 10 minutes and try to increase the amount of pages you're able to do. Or even try to stack 2 habits together. So for example, try to read for 10 minutes and then try to exercise for 10 minutes after that, increasing your stack to 20 minutes total. If you are able to do these things, you're going to improve multiple facets of your life, and the results are going to compound even faster. If you got value today, please subscribe and comment which keystone habit you're going to maximize. This is another episode with Dr. Roman. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.